to wake and smile, 'cause we are on your radio. We're live here in Carlisle. The big weekend is coming with lots of superstars. Foo Fighters, Black Eyed Peas, and even Lady Gaga. Tiny Temper, Bruno Mars. It's on all weekend long. But now come on and sing with us the Tuesday Cheesy Song. The Tuesday Cheesy Song. The Tuesday Cheesy Song. The Tuesday Cheesy Song. Good morning from the Chris Moyles Show. Morning from the Chris Moyles Show. Morning from the Chris Moyles Show. If you don't have tickets, don't be sad or blue, 'cause you can hear it all weekend. We'll bring it all to you. The big weekend is nearly here. You don't have to wait long, but not before you sing along to the Tuesday Cheesy Song. The Tuesday Cheesy Song. The Tuesday Cheesy Song. The Tuesday Cheesy Song. Good morning from the Chris Moyles Show. Morning from the Chris Moyles Show. Morning from the Chris Moyles Show. International Radio 1. International Radio 1.
Well, good morning, everybody. Hi there.
Hello.
Hi, Dominic.
Hello.
Hi, Tina.
Morning.
Hi, Alan.
Hiya.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Dave. Oh, no. Who's put the cameras on? Who switched the cameras on?
Gone now.
How did that happen? Can I just tell you? Will Kinder just said to me, "Yeah, the cameras will be fine now if you want to switch them on when you're ready." Should work today. After yesterday, when I went 3, 2, 1,
Oh,
go,
yeah.
and they didn't come on.
And then 3, 2,
And
1,
then today, I've said nothing, and they switched them on. How does that work? I'm not being funny. Isn't it the simplest thing in the world?
I don't know.
That's like me forgetting to switch my microphone on and just going, "Well, hello, something's wrong here. Hello? Hello? What is it? I've got my headphones. Hello." I'm about to switch the cameras on for the red button, but quite honestly, it's kind of an anticlimax now, as we've already been on.
What's going to be the word that you say?
Oh, just switch the bloody things on. There's no point now.
Oh, there we go.
You may as well. Oh, well, here we are. Hello,
Yay.
hiya. Oh, yeah. What a showbiz opener that is. And look who's here. It's Comedy Dave. Hi.
Well done,
He
Dave.
was here all along.
See, I wasn't late this morning.
No, you weren't.
He's been sitting there since 7 o'clock last night.
Yep. Because I did want to be late and have another black mark against my name.
Speaking of marks, my Harry Potter pirate sleep scar is back again.
It's
in
more, it's
full
more
effect.
pronounced today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite large
I've never
today.
seen it that, noticeable. Yeah, big.
This is when I fall asleep. I have a scar there. Can you see that there?
Yeah.
It's that. That's what it is.
Is there anything you can do to get rid of the scar?
Yeah. Don't fall asleep like this.
Yeah, you need to kind of. Yeah.
Do you need to like massage it or exercise that bit of skin or something?
Exercise.
I don't know.
that
How do I exercise the skin on my face?
No. Like stretch it in different directions so that it kind of wakes up, maybe.
Shall I try that?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
But it just
It's gone.
You're right, Alan. This feels amazing.
it goes anyway though.
Yeah, of course it does.
It will fade.
It just sorts itself out as your face wakes up.
Yeah. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Chris Moyles Show. And we're live on the red button. We're live on the webcam. You can go onto the website and have a watch, or you can press the red button on any BBC digital channel.
Anyone.
Now, if you've got like in the house here, I've got Freeview on the telly, and the red button is its own channel.
It's very clever,
I
isn't
still haven't put the telly on in my room yet.
Well, I think it's channel 301 or something. It's great
Yeah.
because you don't need to press the red button and go through all the rigmarole of trying to find. It's like throw a 6 to
Yeah.
start. They like to make it complicated. Whereas if you've got Freeview, boom, which is on a channel.
it? Yeah, it's true.
Great.
I think it's because we've got so much to see and do in this beautiful part of the world. I've not needed television.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I've spent half of the time here speaking to people who are staying here going, you know the telly in your room? I don't have a telly, Chris. Okay. Have you got a telly in your room, Chris? No. I have to go now. Bye-bye. How come you've got a TV in your room, Chris? I don't. I've gone mad. So good morning if you're watching us. I watched a little bit of Greg yesterday doing the show.
Yeah.
And it's weirdly addictive. But it's really weird watching Greg go, okay, here we go, Greg James, blah, blah, Radio 1, Greg James. And he plays a CD and he just sits there and goes... He's like, I'm watching him going, he's really into this track, isn't he? And then he's talking to Laura, but I can't hear what he's saying. And I'm like, what is he saying? What is he saying? What are you saying? It's quite weirdly addictive.
We spent a lot of time with Greg James yesterday, which sounds like an unpleasant thing, but it wasn't. We had fun yesterday,
No,
didn't
we
we?
did.
It was a great day.
It was
Yeah.
really, really good. A lot of time spent with Greg and his lovely production team.
What were you doing? Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, why not? Well, yesterday we decided to go with Greg and we went and played cricket with the
Against
local
Carlisle.
cricket team, Carlisle. And it was actually a really, really nice evening, and they looked after us and they put on a lovely spread afterwards of sort of finger buffet. And
Look, that's the best bit of cricket, I think.
Scones,
yeah, it was really
love
good.
finger buffet.
pizza,
But it wasn't.
pizza.
It was actually a really good finger buffet as well. So we did that with Greg and the team,
was a
and then
good
we met you in the pub afterwards. Nice. And we had a
And
very
we
nice
won.
time. And we won.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did that work? How did you win?
Well, A, Greg is very good at cricket. I mean, like, properly good. And B, they let us win.
And also, Dominic's quite good as well. I think you're underplaying your role.
Thank
in
you
all
very
that.
much.
Yeah, you were good. And D, we asked them who their best player was and then nicked them for our team.
Yeah.
Good idea.
We
There
had
was
a
a guy
professional.
called Sammy who
Yeah.
was a Sri Lankan
Professional.
professional.
1 second, I just need to interrupt. I'm seeing a lot of activity from Steve the engineer, and I need to be turned up a little bit, or Dom and Tina need to be turned down a little bit, because I'm having to ride my mics a little bit. I don't like it. No. And I also just saw, don't make faces, chubby. All right, there, lunchbox. I just saw you stand up, and he did this. And then sat back down again, and I'm like, what's the problem? What is the problem?
We haven't had a drama.
Is this
Everything all right?
engineering drama?
It's sounding very nice over here. Do you think so? Anyway, all good. Yeah, all the team went up to play cricket.
Yeah.
I decided I'm not going to bother. And Alan decided he wasn't going to bother. Who'd have thought that me and Alan would
I
go
know.
no to cricket?
It's weird, isn't it?
So we just stayed here in the house and had some downtime, which then turned into board time, which then turned into please come back time. And it was the weirdest thing, because it's like you realise, peace and quiet. There's nothing to do though. There's absolutely nothing to do. I'm upstairs in my room playing Angry Birds, right?
See, I said you'd be doing that.
Alan was in his room watching episodes of 30 Rock and Entourage.
Which was good. However, I was woken up. I was sleeping because I had my afternoon sleep, and then I could just hear elements of the show. I started dreaming about the show, and I could hear theme tunes. Then I started going, and then they kept stopping. Then I realised, actually, I'm not sleeping. I can actually hear theme tunes. What's going on? Chris was playing a game in here of guess the theme tune,
We were that bored.
which I then had to take part in and shout out from the bedroom.
Who was playing?
Stephen Market sweep.
The two fellas behind you, Will Kinder, Adam/Allard.
And you didn't go to the cricket for that?
I'd rather stay here and play Guess What the theme tune is.
So in addition, we also went busking yesterday with Greg's team.
Yeah, I heard that was a rousing success.
Well, it was an interesting thing.
It was very odd. We were ill-prepared, I think.
Yeah, to say that we were ill-prepared is undercooking it a little bit. We had no material whatsoever in front of a crowd of possibly 200 people.
That sounds like the Folk Face tour, with the exception of the 200 people. But
Well, yeah, exactly. It was like that, but with much greater crowds.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And us being even...
How was it so busy when you went busking?
Because they were expecting Ollie Murs.
But how did they know?
And they got you.
No idea. No one knows how they knew that. And they were disappointed.
And was there
They
not
got us.
a near riot when they suddenly realised it's you two and Greg?
Well, they seem to be quite accepting of us as a substitute.
Yeah.
Right.
But we did. We did a song to the tune of Kumbaya, which was Cumbria.
Ah,
we
that
did. That
sounds
was good,
good.
wasn't it? So we did that, and that
That's
went
clever.
down very well. And then we did Celebrate Cumbria. That went down very well as well, didn't it?
How does that go?
Celebrate Cumbria. Oh no, that's Kumbaya again. Celebrate Cumbria, come on! And they would shout then, come on. Oh, it was brilliant. Yeah, sound good?
You're not really selling it.
No, well that was our
Sing it
second
again.
song.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Celebrate Cumbria. Oh no, I'm doing Cumbria.
Oh,
Celebrate Cumbria. Come on.
Now, the only problem
They
with
were shouting,
this
"Come on,"
is
it
that
was
we
good.
didn't have any verses written for this song because that song is largely dependent on verses.
What were you going to busk?
Just one song.
I don't
Which was-
really
Was
know.
this Cumbria,
Right,
my
okay.
love?
Which was written.
So how many times did you do that in your set?
Once,
Just
just at the beginning. And
But the thing is, we turn up there, and bearing in mind, so we're stood there on this bandstand in full view of about 200 people in the city centre in Carlisle. But the local telly was there as well.
we were on television
So
yesterday.
just to capture our complete ill preparation and disorganised shambles, they had cameras rolling and local press and
What, BBC or ITV?
BBC.
Yeah. Well, we had ITV covering me playing Angry Birds. Did you? watching 30 Rock and Entourage.
true.
Yeah,
It's got mass media appeal.
It's really good.
We just about got away with it, I think.
Will Kennedy shouted in my headphones that the video is online, but after he told me earlier the cameras are ready to go when I say so, who knows where the videos are, if indeed there is actually a video of the busking situation.
There's a lot online, in fact. We're just taking a look.
What is there, Alan?
You can send your text, tweets, and comments to us via the website.
Yeah.
You can
Nice.
see us streamed live. There's a countdown until the start of Big Weekend on the weekend, and there's photos from yesterday.
And videos.
Oh, but I thought that was covered. But yeah, and videos.
Yeah, videos.
And
Videos.
Video.
Is there a highlights package from our show from yesterday?
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it, though?
Yep.
I haven't got into the video section yet.
Oh, right.
Right.
Is there two, Alan?
Watch Chris Moyles give a tour of the Big Weekend house. Greg James. Sorry, go on, Will.
Yeah.
Well, what is
His talk back seems to be.
Well, what we got?
Wake up, Dave.
Yeah, Wake Up Dave.
Tour of the house.
Tour of the house.
Zorbing with Greg
Zorbing with Greg.
at the bandstand.
Okay.
And that was all one
Wicked.
day.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's just a Monday.
I don't even need to be here today.
What a Monday.
Greg, what time? Will, what time is it?
It is 6:43.
And you're listening to?
BBC Radio 1.
There you are. very, very nice.
It's like he's a pilot or something.
He is something that begins with the letter P.
Right.
But it's not pilot.
I think
Or potato, Tina.
he's a visual pilot.
He's a visual pilot.
Potato!
Yeah.
And then we went for a quiet drink last night.
Yeah.
There was two pubs in the village. One's really, really busy. One's really quiet. One's the busy one. Too busy. One's the quiet one. Within 15 minutes, everybody from the busy pub is now in the quiet
Yeah.
pub.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
The funniest thing last night was the fact that there was noticeably an increase in the volume of people as you entered
Yeah.
the pub.
Yeah.
Right? Because, as you say, you'd been in one, and the one that we were in was quiet,
Was
and then suddenly
empty.
they all came in. But when you popped out for a bit of fresh air, because obviously
Yes.
you were too warm in the pub,
Absolutely.
Was warm.
Yeah,
then
very warm.
Loads of other people also went out for fresh air at the
About
same time.
50% of the pub.
People who didn't normally leave fresh
Yeah,
air. would go
people
out.
who are not
Yeah.
regular fresh airers
Yeah.
in a pub.
They wanted fresh air.
They too wanted fresh air and would stand with you while you all had fresh air, and then they all came back
Quite
in
a phenomenon,
again.
actually.
Yeah.
Although that is true, partly, it's not the whole